Today on Dirt Road Cred, we're going to give you our first impressions of a final edition 392. This is going to be a fun video. Stay tuned. Well guys, what's going on and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, it's not our normal backdrop. We are still in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, and we've got two great friends here that brought out their brand new 2024 final edition 392 in the limited edition Tuscadero. I wanted to start off by saying that this Jeep is already modified. They had it for about a month and a half, threw on a ton of cool upgrades. So if you're looking for a stock final edition to check out, this is not it, but this one has some very tasteful modifications. Now what we wanted to do today is kind of walk around this Jeep, check out all the features, all the things I'm jealous of in a final edition, and probably what Jeep should have done with the 2024 392 just across the board. So let's start on the front end here and take a look at what they've got going on. So obviously from factory, the 392 final edition does come with the steel front and rear bumpers and the triple hoop Mopar grill guard. So that's already installed from the factory, as well as a worn 8,000 pound winch, which of course, if you watched our content, is a little bit different than a standard Xeon. It's a little bit beefier. On the front end too, they've decided to change it up a little bit and add on some infinite off-road front headlights, fog lights, and the turn signals with nice side markers. I gotta be real with you, I haven't seen these on the side markers. These are really clean. As we walk around this Jeep, there are a lot of things that I want to show off too that have been installed on here. But as far as factory goes for the final edition, you get a hood graphic up here. So it's a topographic map. It looks like it actually has 392 in there in the middle of the topograph. So that's part of the final edition package. And then as we move to the side, we'll show you some more graphics that are added right away from the factory. Now, if you guys did see, there is a hashtag up there. It's Ducks for Allison. They built this Jeep and wanted to bring it down and show it to Allison Parliament, who was actually the founder of the Duck Duck Jeep. She unfortunately did pass away, so this is in kind of an honoring and remembrance of her because they did want to show it off to her. So just like all the 392s in 2024, this would have came stock with a set of 315 70 17 BF Goodrich KO2s with the bronze Extreme Recon wheels on here. They have changed that out, as well as removed the Extreme Recon suspension in lieu of replacing it with an Evo Manufacturing 4.5-inch lift kit, backed up with some King bypass shocks, as well as a King stabilizer up front, adjustable track bar, and the whole works to get it up in the air an extra 3 inches over what would have been stock here. It's riding on a set of 38 by 13.5 on 20-inch wheels, and these are neat because they're actually a satin gray or an anthracite. That ties in very well with a lot of the Rubicon accents, both on the grille and on the interior pieces of it, but they've changed it out and gave it a little bit of bronze on the center. So that is not stock on here, and what you would find is those standard 35s. There are rock lights throughout, which is something I think we need to add to ours. We might have some other plans too, but I really like the RGB and the white rock lights running on here. And even look, Ryan, a little light in the fender vent too. Yeah. So lights all over this, definitely some cool LEDs, but this is another piece that's going to come with the final edition. So this little graphic here has the 392. It looks like a little bit of topography or maybe just some lines behind it, but that's in your matte black as well as your 392 final edition on the side. I got to be real with you guys, I just cannot get over how clean the Tuscadero looks. This is probably one of my top 5 JL colors, and I'm super glad that they returned it for the 2024 just to see all those modern additions with the whole interior and the exterior get this color treatment. On the side too, you would have the standard Rubicon rock sliders, but check these out. Power steps. This is something that's going to be good for me. I'm vertically challenged, so this would definitely help me out when it comes down to it. But we'll keep walking around the back. Once again, Tuscadero, we've got a paint match, another decal that they have right up there. That's super sweet of them to do that. Going around the back though, let's see what else they added. So we've got an Evo Manufacturing tire carrier to help support the weight of the 38s on here, and then the Oracle flush mount taillights, which we asked about them, and she said that these kind of hit and miss when it comes to the blind spot monitoring. So that's kind of what we've been saying. They do look great though, Ryan. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I do like
they look fantastic. Yeah. And honestly, I really like the blackout version compared to the red too. Stock steel bumper on the back end here, and then overall pretty much stock on the back. They do have another ring of LEDs behind here too, and a full-size spare on the back, but I think that's enough on the exterior. We're going to show you the interior, which is the part that's making me upset because we've already looked at it off camera.
Plaque on the tailgate quadrant.
The plaque?
Yeah.
Oh, the plaque on the inside of the tailgate, yeah. Oh man, look at that thing.
Whoa.
It's gonna bite your head off. Check out the plaque right here. 392 final edition, and this one's a little bit different. I don't think mine had the displacement and the engine diagram here, but we'll have to kind of double check when I get back to it. This is really neat to see final edition on the back. I'm pretty excited about seeing that too, and you just know that it's added onto here. But yeah, without further ado, let's pop and open the interior and we'll show you how cool it looks. There you have it. Absolutely perfect 392 interior. Black leather, bronze stitching, Bronze stitching on the steering wheel, bronze stitching on the dash, on the door cards, and everything fits and looks the way it should. Ryan, I'm gonna walk around to the passenger side and kind of show off some pieces as you get some shots. But boy, I'll tell you what, this is exactly how I wish my Jeep looked. I mean, what do you think about the interior here? Compared to mine, my red looks okay, but
it's good, but
man,
I mean, look at the dash.
The dash looks fantastic. Well, you know what the dash looks like? You have the bronze trim on your dash, so
yeah,
it's.
I like the black though with it.
The black looks extremely clean with it. Bronze on the door card, so you have your leather and bronze here. The showstopper for me, right here. The seats. I absolutely love the bronze and black seats. I think this ties in so much better on the interior. And I think with a bright color like Tuscadero, sometimes you do need to tame it down a little bit because you have so much going on outside that you can really clean this up. Imagine this, Ryan, with some distinction applied, like pink pieces or Tuscadero pieces inside. That would look absolutely killer on here. Check this out, Ryan. Here, I wanted to see that. Look, it's on the shifter, 392 Final Edition on the shifter there. So that's on there. I'm trying to see if there's any other Easter eggs in this thing. Honestly, it just looks so clean. I really
some like white stitching over here though.
Well, I was just going to mention that on camera because I don't know if Jeep is really understanding what they're doing or they're just mass producing pieces. So you've got your silver or your white stitching on the center as well as here. So you've got it there, there, and there. And mine also has that. So I've got red stitching, I've got white stitching, and then I've got an orange gauge cluster. So pretty insane seeing all these different colors mixed all the way throughout the Jeep. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm happy with this interior. I gotta say, I'm just blown away by it. I wish mine looked exactly like this, but this is probably the showstopper for the 392 Final Edition and was what we were most excited to show off and see what one of these looks like. I mean, of course we have Rubicon X's. We've checked those out before, Ryan. They've got black seats with red stitching, but this with the power seats, I don't know, it just looks cleaner in here. What do you think? It looks more refined. I don't know. Yeah, it does. It looks more finished. I think you're absolutely right. It's just so cool to see one of these up close, actually get a chance to check it out and see all the features and things that were added onto the 392 Final Edition. You can tell that they watch our videos, all of them, because I see rock stoppers on the door hinges, sunglass holders up top, some of the Amazon mods in the center, and some exterior bits that we've always talked about. So really cool to see Jeeps that are using those mods that we're talking about because we run them in our rigs, so it's awesome to be able to check it out. And I'm just super thrilled that we had an opportunity to see a Jeep like this in person. On today's viewer rig of the video, we're checking out Robert's wife's 2024 two-door 6-speed Jeep Wrangler Sport S. He says it's the 6th Wrangler they've owned. They've all owned two-door manuals. That's awesome. He's been following our channel for quite some time and actually used our Upfitter affiliate program to find Globex Performance in Toms River, New Jersey to install all their mods. They did a Metal Cloak 2.5-inch dual rate lift, Barricade rock rails, Rough Country WF1 fender flares. Those look fantastic. Inner fenders and a tire carrier with a set of 35-inch Nitto Ridge grapplers on stock wheels, and they put a set of 2-inch wheel spacers just to poke them out a little bit. He actually picked up one of their GBX manufacturing aluminum shift knobs, which we actually got to see down in New Jersey Jeep Invasion. They look fantastic too. Really cool Jeep. Thank you so much for following, and awesome to see another two-door rolling around here. If you guys want to have a chance at your rig being featured, be sure to hit us up through Instagram or send us an email. Well guys, we're going to close this one out and let them enjoy the rest of their time here in the Smoky Mountains, flying around in a 392 in Tuscadero and a Final Edition, of course. I want you guys to let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Do you think that they should have done this with all the 392s across the board? Did you see some mods on here that maybe you guys like? Because the cool thing is that they actually had 3 months to plan the build. So as soon as you order a Jeep, it's a benefit of factory ordering is you can decide what you want to do by watching your favorite Dirt Road CRED YouTube channel, seeing all the parts that you want to add on, and then by the time the Jeep gets in, you can have a garage full of parts ready to install on that. If you guys want a factory order, we have a great link on our website, and you can easily go on and get a great deal to buy your Jeep. We wanted to thank them so much for letting us check out this Jeep. It's an absolutely beautiful 392, and honestly, it's just a beautiful time here in the Smoky Mountains. If you guys haven't been down to this Jeep show, you never know what you're going to run into, and we see fans and friends from all over the country here at this show. So if you guys see us at a show like this, come up and say hi, and maybe your Jeep can be featured in a full-length video or make it into our show videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for Matt and Ryan behind the camera, we want you to get out there and earn yours.